Welcome to our final webinar in 2021. The session tonight is really just a bit of a celebration of the year that was, the year that has been, and we're just now coming to a close. It's to wish all of our friends a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and of course to recognize some of the achievements of some of the arbiters that are on Tornelo running tournaments on the platform. Before we get onto the awards, it would be nice to just share with you some of the, statistics or the progress that Tornelo has made in 2021. We've had over 4,000 arbiters running chess tournaments on Tornelo in 2021. That's just this year. 4,377 arbiters ran at least one event on Tornelo, and many of them ran many more than that. So 4,000 arbiters. Between all of the tournaments that were run, we had over 400,000 entries into tournaments during the last 12 months. We had over 200,000 users. So we've got 200,000 people across the world who are or have played some games on Tornelo. We've got 10,000 organizations, 500,000 individual players, and this year we had 8,712 events, and I know that there's still a week to go, so that number may well grow over the next week, but 8,712 events taking place on Tornelo in 2021. So that for us is a big achievement. We love what we are seeing. We love the community that is forming around Tornelo. We're very proud of the fact that there has been so many events and arbiters utilizing Tornelo for these events. So we're tonight going to be recognizing the achievements of some of the arbiters that have been using Tornelo over the last 12 months. This is the first of the Tornelo Awards, and we look forward to this becoming an annual event. Okay, so welcome to the 2021 Tornelo Arbiter Awards. We're going to be presenting 3 awards this evening. We're going to be presenting a most active arbiter. We're going to be presenting an award for the Tornelo Young Arbiter of the Year, and then we have the Tornelo Arbiter of the Year award. So 3 awards to be handed out, and let's have a look at who the nominees are. So the Young Arbiter of the Year is the first award that we will get to. And of course, young arbiters are the future of not just Tornelo, but the future of chess. And so we do like to recognize arbiters under the age of 25. Now, that's not me by any stretch of the imagination anymore. I think sometimes we underestimate what the youth of the world can do. We want to see the ideas and the novelties that the young arbiters around the world come up with in terms of how they use Tornelo and how they embrace the changes that are happening around the world at the moment in the world of chess tournaments. So we have 3 nominations for the Young Arbiter of the Year award. We have Ashley Sarah Hamdan from Malaysia. She has been involved heavily with tournaments through Malaysia, and she was one of our early Tornelo certified arbiters, and she's even run her own Tornelo badge courses as well, so she's been very involved. We have a nomination for Florian Loutard, who is from France, but I believe living in Réunion, Islands. And Florian has been involved again, not just with running his own tournaments, but also hosting a number of seminars, teaching other people how to become arbiters in their own rights and how to use Tornelo. So Florian has got a very entrepreneurial mindset and is really utilizing Tornelo to help him become a chess professional. Our third nomination is for Michael Uy. Now, Michael is only 14 years old, and he is at a school in Melbourne which has been in lockdown for at least 9 months of 2021. I think there was only about 11 weeks of school in 2021. Michael's passionate about his chess and about getting other people involved through his school as well. And so he took it upon himself during lockdowns to run a series of chess tournaments on Tornelo for his schoolmates. Those events have grown and grown, and he's now got a weekly event where he runs the event, does some commentary, coaches some of the players. They're getting about 40 players every week, and they're starting to expand that tournament and inviting and attracting players from nearby schools as well. So that's 3 outstanding young arbiters who are doing all sorts of interesting and different things on Tornelo, and we congratulate not just these 3, but all of our young arbiters on the platform. And the winner is of Young Arbiter of the Year, Florian Boutard. Round of applause.
Thank you so much for this award. It is a great honor, and thank you, Tornelo, also for organizing the ceremony. So first, of course, I would like to thank David and Angelina, and also the whole Tornelo team for allowing organizers and arbiters to maintain their chess events during this COVID period. So to speak a little about my case, I think it would never have been possible to maintain our large national events in France without the Tornelo tool. So now I can say that Tornelo proved me that it is possible to make in my case, a 700 players online event pretty easily, in fact. And I think it is a big step to move forward and promote online chess, which seems to be to my mind, the logical evolution of chess history. And I would also like to thank my partner, which is Chessmates International, with which I organize international team events with European delegations. To conclude, if there are here some federations or leagues or clubs which are interested in planning hybrid federated events, so maybe we can study the possibility to do it with my partners and my delegations. So you can contact me, so on Facebook or by email. So maybe I can write my email in the chat, and we can see what we can do together on Tornelo, of course. So thank you, Tornelo, and I hope we'll continue to do great things together. Thank you.
Thank you, Florian, and again, congratulations on all of the work that you've been doing on the platform and for chess in general. And we look forward to your continued use of the platform, and when things go back to normal, using Tornelo for your over-the-board events as well. So moving on now to the most Active Arbiter of the Year award. And it's hard to believe sometimes how active some of these arbiters are. There are only 24 hours in a day and 7 in a week, and yet it seems like we have people who are organizing and running a huge number of events. And I guess the fact that a lot of these events are online tournaments or hybrid tournaments now does make it easier to have a lot of events taking place. So our nominations are for the most active Arbiter of the Year, Vivek Sohani. And Vivek is an international arbiter from India. He has run over 100 events during the year of 2021, and his events have had a total of over 16,800 entries in those events. And chess in India, I know, has been absolutely huge for a number of years, and obviously during these COVID situations, it's been a bit of a challenge to get everybody online and playing. And Vivek has been one of a number of Indian arbiters that have taken their state youth championships and national youth championships and a number of other events on Tornelo. So Vivek, International Arbiter, is the first nomination. The second nomination is Nicoline van der Merwe. Nicoline is part of an organisation called Chess Power in New Zealand, and she's the main organiser and coordinator for a large series of inter-school competitions and youth competitions across New Zealand. Nicoline is not a chess grandmaster herself, but I've spoken on a number of occasions, and she loves the value and the joy that the kids get from taking part in chess tournaments. Our third nomination is the Melbourne Chess Club. The Melbourne Chess Club has 2 events every single week. Those 2 events both take place on Tornelo, sometimes online and sometimes over the board, just depending on the lockdown situation in Melbourne. And like I said before, in Melbourne, Australia, there has been a lot of, I guess, changing regulations. Some weeks you're open, some weeks you're closed as a club. And Melbourne Chess Club has been able to use Tornelo to run the event, whether that's over the board or online, with no changes to their processes or operations. They just go ahead, players register for the tournament. If the rules are that you're allowed to show up, people show up and play face to face. If the rules don't allow people to show up face to face, then everybody will just jump online and play their games on Tornelo online. The other interesting thing about the way that they operate is they don't have a single arbiter, but they have a club computer, and the arbiter for the day is just whoever happens to be there playing sometimes and running the tournament. So it's a very free-form, interesting way of running a series of events. And Melbourne Chess Club, I think, has now run over 500 tournaments on Tornelo. For the most active Arbiter of the Year, the award goes to Nicoline van der Merwe. Congratulations, Nicoline, with 223 tournaments, 10,000 entries. Most active Arbiter of the Year. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Sorry, a little bit of technical issues there.
223 tournaments in a year. How did you do it?
I ask myself that question every day. I think thank you very much. I think firstly, I'm not much of a public speaker, but I'll do my best. I think probably most active probably means most questions asked. So thank you so much to you, David, and your team, just for answering my many questions and many merge requests. And just thank you so much for, I think, just supporting us through Tornelo changes and updates and through our big events and through sort of this online process, I think. So thanks so much.
That's a pleasure. And you run a great series of events, and we often point to your events and the way that Paul acts as the arbiter and the coach while he's running those events as, I guess, really a showcase for others that they can learn from the way things work, because it is, it's amazing how we can have in a small country, in a New Zealand, 223 events taking place, and the kids just love it so much, and it's such a good thing. So keep up the good work, and if we'll also pass on express our congratulations to Paul as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
The way that he actually executes those events, he's just so good with the kids, and I think both of you have been able to adapt to the online side of things very smoothly, and we love to support you in what you're doing. So congratulations again.
Fantastic. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do it without you. So thanks so much.
Our final award is the Tornelo Arbiter of the Year. Now, with over 4,000 arbiters running tournaments on Tornelo, with now a couple of hundred arbiters that have a Tornelo badge. I think over 100 arbiters with a Tornelo certification. This is certainly not an easy award to select and hand out. Nominations were Carl Gawker from Melbourne. Carl ran 145 tournaments during the year, including regular weekly tournaments, daily tournaments during lockdowns, inter-school events, international challenge matches, and pretty much everything you could possibly imagine. Carl's a fantastic commentator, and again, really shows how you can engage players in tournaments on Tornelo. Our second nomination is Michael Joseph Pagaran. Michael is from the Philippines and has been very active with over 108 events, but those 108 events saw more than 17,000 players taking part. And Michael has really been one of the leaders in the Asia Pacific region, being involved with a lot of high-level events, and I guess really taking Tornelo through the Asian region, running his own training courses for arbiters as well, and sharing what he knows about running tournaments on Tornelo. The third nomination is Saiful Asiraf from Malaysia. And Saiful has been involved in streaming. He's run his own arbiter course, a training course, teaching other people what he knows about Tornelo, and he's been involved with high-level FIDE qualification events and as well as his own events. the Tornelo Arbiter of the Year 2021, and the award goes to Michael Joseph Pagaran. Congratulations, Michael, the Tornelo Arbiter of the Year. It's fantastic to see not just your activity in running events, big events, huge events, some of them, but also the leadership role that you've taken in the community, sharing what you know across the region and being involved with events, local through to international events. Now, I don't think Michael's with us today to receive his award, but we'll be sending this certificate out to Michael directly, and really want to congratulate him and all of the other recipients of awards that we've had tonight. Thank you again for all of your support. We are thrilled with the way that Tornelo is progressing. It has been a huge year for us, and expect that 2022 is going to be bigger and better. We're going to see more tournaments taking place. We're going to see Tornelo being used for over-the-board events, and we have a long list of features that we are planning to bring to everybody over the next 12 months. You shouldn't see as many changes to the structure, which will be nice. We'll have a nice stable environment where the tournament lobby remains, and we'll just be able to add new features all the way through. So thank you very much, everybody, for all of your support. We love what we do. Big thank you to all of the team at Tornelo as well, our developers who work so hard on building the features, and of course to Miss Yajina, who pretty much does everything and anything, and I've never seen anybody as passionate about the work that they do, and we just love having her heading up everything that happens and dealing with everybody and running tournaments as well. So thank you very much to Yajina for all of the work that she has done during the year. Hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas, a very Happy New Year. Continue running tournaments. We're open 24/7. Tornelo will be here live and available on Christmas Day. So feel free to run a chess tournament on Christmas Day if you need to. But we're going to be checking out for a little while, taking a few days off. We look forward to seeing everybody in the new year. Thanks, everyone.